All right, good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, so we had been consolidating. We got a little lift yesterday, traded as high as 45.71. Let's come back in a tad here. Let's just go, and you can see the upper band's really going to start to run away with things. So there isn't going to be any secondary band ride on this sucker. But we continue to be above every meaningful moving average, and it's been quite, we're past dead cat bounce time, everybody. So whatever fantasies we've been telling ourselves about, oh, we're down, we're up a little bit, lower highs, and all that, we have to stop now. Okay? They're going to have to put in a resistance area. They're going to have to break things like the 9-day. They're going to have to come back to the middle band if they want, if the bears want to have nice things. They've taken this thing, they lifted it, they flattened it out. This is where the bears needed to take control. You had 4 sessions here where they weren't doing a damn thing. Then they lifted, flattened it out for a day, lifted again, flattened it out, and lifted again. That's not bearish price action. It also doesn't make the market parabolic either. But we're up so much, are we? We're up, we're flat, we're up, we're flat, we're up, we're flat, we're up. That's pretty measured. It's pretty measured. And now you're dealing with things like the high from September, 45.56, and you go ahead and you make a higher high relative to that area yesterday. So what does that leave you with? Then you've got the high from July, which is 46.34. I mean, these are the kinds of things we're talking about now. Are we going to start taking out highs? And that would be, is that the high for the year? I don't know. Let's look at it right now. I think it is. So the 2023 high is 46.34. I mean, sorry. I don't know what to say. I know the shorts get emotional, but it's like you did it to yourselves. Up, flat, up, flat, up, flat, up. I would feel a lot better about this thing coming in hard if we were talking about it right here, but we're not. So bears can get it done. They just have they've got to work at it, and step 1 is right down here at the 9-day. Right, hourly chart, flat, up, flat, and we expanded out of it yesterday. We've come back here to retest daily pivot. We're actually below the hourly mid band right now, so I'll be interested to see if we just turn into another consolidation zone here through the holiday, or if it wants to continue to, to expand and do some stuff. But, this wasn't some ripper. This was a slow bleed expansion. It was actually a nice one to trade. It's a nice one to trade. We did literally 2 trades yesterday. We were long off the open. We messed around with the short side a little bit. But then when we got to like 40, 41, it took out our upper level, and it's like, you know what? We just have to be long and see what happens. Didn't really think it was going to turn into a 30-handle move, but I mean, that's why you just follow your rules and you do your stuff. So let me get back to what we were talking about yesterday, which is, look, if this thing decides that this is the only expansion it's going to give up this week, then you got to be really careful about over trading, really careful about revenge trading, especially if you missed this move yesterday. If you took yesterday off, if you're like, fuck this, I'm not doing this on Monday, and you walk in and you're like, oh shit, yesterday was the day, then my strong suggestion is, if this thing does not immediately become volatile, that you take a big step back and go have some turkey. Because if this thing flattens out, it'll be all week. Maybe get a little movement on the half day on Friday. That's usually a decent day to trade. But as we get into tomorrow, things are going to slow down. All right, so we talked about hourly mid. That's 45, call it 60. 45.60. Volume weighted average price, 45.57. Proprietary moving average, 54.67. Daily pivots down there at 50.75. We're putting the Globex lows right now down at 47. I'll be interested to see what happens when the bell rings. I can't take the bulls seriously for any type of a move higher until they convert 60 to support, and then they got to take out 71. There's pressure on both sides today. The Bears just got knocked around again on an expansion. And the Bulls, once they get up here, they tend to be like one and done. One day and then we got to flatten out. That's not tremendously inspiring at all. Makes you want to just enjoy the holiday. So we'll see what they do with today. Don't overtrade it. Hit your number if you can. Take your profits where you find them. Don't overtrade this thing if it doesn't want to move. Unless this thing wants to be a very different animal than what we've seen, it's probably not going to want to move much today. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em well.